A question we're regularly asked is how far back should you go in terms of relaying your experience in your CV? And the first rule we would say is that your CV must close off all the gaps. So from the time you left college or from the time you took on your first job, there should be a seamless run through your CV in terms of no big chunks of time missing. Because missing chunks of time, unexplained, give cause to the employer to have worries and question marks. And they may not ask you about that, but they may still be wondering, why is there a 3-year gap there? It might be the very reason they decide not to bring you to interview. And it is worth remembering that CVs exist to get you called to interview. So we say, when you go back in your experience, there are two types of scenarios. One, you list all your major jobs to close off the blanks, as I have said. But secondly, you elaborate on those jobs that are relevant to the employer. So for example, if your last 3 jobs were in the financial sector, but your 4th job back, maybe 20 years ago, was in the retail sector, and now you're going for a job in the retail sector, your CV should have more about that retail job from 20 years ago than it has from the most recent financial job you did. So it's about relevance more than chronology. Chronology is one way of filling out the CV, but relevance is what really gets the employer's head nodding. So do not burden the employer with too much information about the recent financial work, but do give them lots of information about your retail work going back perhaps 20 years ago. A trick we use to break chronology, or to make this easier for the employer, is if you have a lot of work experience across a number of sectors, is in your work experience to create 2 subsections. Subsection 1 is relevant work experience, and put in there all the items that are relevant to the job you're now going for, and elaborate on those and make them prominent. Give a few bullet points on your duties and your achievements. And then after that, create a section called Other Work Experience, and simply list the jobs you did there to show that you worked and that there's no unexplained chasm in your CV. But what you're doing is sending the employer to the area that is prominent and is relevant to the role they have in mind. In the Gaelic language, Slí Nua means new way or new path. If you're looking to go on a new career path, visit our website, slínuacareers.com. We craft CVs that you can be proud of. 094 95 429 65. My name is Liam Horan from slínuacareers.com.